The content of this meeting is being sent to the third party. Got it. Hmm. Okay. All right. We still have 1 minute to go.
Yes.
Hey. Okay. So welcome to Author series on Writer Nama. And this is a very special exquisite series where I will be showcasing 12 newly published authors who are nothing less than roaring legacies, each of their own. This is a special series to honor these pen warriors who have put their heart, mind, and soul in writing their books in just 2 months. And every episode, I will be bringing a revolutionary on board, a writer who has finished their journey by putting their heart on sleeves, by taking up this challenge of writing the books in 2 months and creating the first step of their legacies. And today we have a very special person with us. And I don't know how to start the introduction of that person. So I would say that some become powerful and there are some people who become the power. So while Dr. Shaila's journey depicts the later part where she has become the power, she has still lived on just one principle, which is with power comes the responsibility. Her journey of being a mother, a wife, and a professor in law is nothing less than an epitome of inspiration to each one of us. And little did she know that when she would be living these moments, she will also be leaving the footprints of such momentums to sow the seeds of empowerment in our lives. And one such seed of empowerment is her book, which is A to Z of Power. I personally call this book the APC of her life, which is absolutely powerfully coded. So let's bring Dr. Shaila on board. Welcome, Dr. Shaila.
Thank you. How are you, Hina?
I'm absolutely fine, rocking and elated, especially after your book has come to the market. I'm like just dancing here, there, everywhere. How about you?
Thank you.
How is the feeling of becoming an author?
Same as you are feeling on cloud nine, enjoying the feedbacks also, and the feeling that yes, it was something which I was doubting earlier that whether I'll be able to write or not. So now I have broken that belief. I can write.
Wow.
So I'm feeling elevated. Yes. And powerful.
Absolutely. Because that's the theme of your book. Super powerful book.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. So Dr. Shella, I would love to know the very first part, which I don't judge the book by its cover, but I judge the book by its name. So I'm always very interested in the stories of the names and titles which come along with the books, because I feel that the books are your mental babies on the paper. And how did you do that namkaran ceremony or the naming ceremony of the book, or how did you come up with a title? And that's a very interesting story for me to hear every single time. So would love to know about that.
Yes. It was interesting journey for me also.
Mhm.
Earlier, I was thinking of writing. I had a desire to write on the positive thinking, on a thought process. And then it was like words have wings. My idea of the book was like this. But then slowly I came up with the power of belief, then power of appreciation, then power of positive thinking. So then I thought that why make it words only, restrict the title to words only. So then it came to A to Z of power. Earlier it was ABC of power. Then with some suggestions and some editings, I came up with A to Z of power. Because while describing the book, the emotions which came to my mind were from A to Z. From each alphabet, I was having some emotion. So that is why I thought that no, I want to go with this. So I came up with this title. And of course, my friends helped me in defining or designing and all these things.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's such a beautiful part actually, and I'm sure that major part is yours, and still you're so humble and empowering to others that we all did that. But I absolutely fell in love with the title as soon as you told it to me back then. So amazing. So Dr. Shaila, what was your inspiration behind the book? We all
Uh,
have, so behind every successful author, there is always an inspiration to write the book. So what was yours?
well, to be very honest, in this case, my inspiration was the new me.
Wow.
Yes. Generally, uh, we think that someone else inspired, but in this, particularly for this book, because there had been a series of events and something as such happened. And then I decided that from now onwards, my life won't be the same. And as my mentors, Dr. Pavan Bhattar, Mr. Pavan Bhattar and Dr. Mernosh Randeria always say that when the teacher student is ready, the teacher appears. So the same happened with me, that it was April 22, May 2022, and some incident happened, and I decided that now I want to change my life. And luckily, I got connected to NLP. And from then on, a new journey started. And I found that I'm changing. I have wings. I can fly. I'm evolving. And so that was the inspiration. And शायद ऐसे सोच के बहुत बोलो तो ऐसा आप बोल सकते हैं कि इसने इंस्पायर किया उसने, बट उस समय तो प्योरली आई विल से that the new me was the inspiration for writing this book.
Wow. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So does your book has the old you and new you both, or only the new version of yours?
No, my book has both the versions,
Wow.
because there are incidents of my old, the one which was the older version, and how I have um, evolved, how I have changed. So there are some examples of old Shaila, and this is the new Shaila. And latest version, it has, as the softwares have the update every few days, right? So the same will be happening with me. Updates will be there, and I will keep on evolving.
Lovely. Marvelous.
Thank
So,
you.
should Dr. Shaila, what was the most challenging part of the whole journey, writing or maybe the publishing? What was the most challenging part, or maybe just starting?
For, for me, starting was not the challenging part. Actually, I am used to formal writing. So from formal writing to something informal was a bit challenging for me, because as I'm in teaching profession, in college we keep on writing the reports and all that. So they have to be very formal. There is a pro forma, or there is a method which has to be followed, a protocol which has to be followed. So here, though my book has a structure, but from formal to informal writing, that was something challenging for me. But otherwise, everything was like a ऐसे मक्खन के जैसा स्मूथ चला.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
having you as my friend made the things still more easier for me. And thank you for being there.
My pleasure. Always been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And in fact, when I look back at the journey, the most what always comes to my mind as very first part is that the kind of diligence you had, despite, you know, doing the household works and taking care of that part, taking care of family, and then going to the college and, shouldering all the responsibilities so gracefully. And even then, every night or during the day, and there was no fixed time. That was the beauty of that there was no fixed time. I could expect your message that, Hina, this chapter has been sent. Hina, this chapter has been sent. And I was like, wow. I was so inspired that because we are in kind of same boat in terms of motherhood and in terms of having a family and taking care of that, and while balancing our dreams. And that's where you turned out to be a huge inspiration for me, and I started looking up to you. And uh, I remember जिस दिन भी नहीं आता था उस दिन I used to ask you कि where are you lost. So that has been a very beautiful journey, and every day I used to look up to, मतलब आदत बन जाती है ना, तो वो आदत हो गई थी
हाँ
कि शैला जी का चैप्टर आएगा.
हाँ, सही बात है.
Beautiful.
और ऐसे मेरे साथ भी ऐसा होता था कि जैसे लिखने बैठ गई, द
Hmm.
मोमेंट आई यूज्ड टू सिट,
Hmm.
so first I used to see that everything has been settled so that nobody disturbs me immediately. Or फिर, and there have been times when I slept at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and because it was like कि अभी link लगी है, I want to complete this. So that was happening, and that was really inspiring me also. The moment I used to complete something, I
Hmm.
used to feel very happy and satisfied. और जिस दिन नहीं कुछ कर पाती थी, so at the end of the day, even I used to feel कि अरे, I have missed something.
Wow. So overall, you enjoyed the process.
Yes, very much.
Outstanding. Lovely. So that's the beauty of it. Rather than the outcome, I focus on enjoying the process. And that's where the whole inspiration comes from. And I guess that's the game changer. What's your take?
Of course, when you do it consistently,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, there are ups and downs, there will be breaks, but again, rebouncing back. And
Yeah.
that was the thing. It didn't happen कि break नहीं हुए. बीच बीच में ऐसा रहा कि for 8 days, 10 days, I couldn't write anything. There were some situations or some incidents that happened due to which there was a break. But then I was focused, I want to complete. There
Mm.
was a deadline in my mind, though I don't like the word deadline. I don't like that word. But yes, that was how I can say that was the target, that I want to complete it before this day. I want to edit it before this day. So all these I had I had a milestone like that. Before this, this much should be done. And though sometimes it couldn't happen, but most of the times I could make it, and that made me very happy and satisfied.
Wow. Lovely. Okay. So I have brought something fun on this fun-filled interview. So let's make it a bit fun-filled. So Dr. Shaila, are you ready for a rapid fire, live rapid fire?
Okay, ready.
Okay. Okay, I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I know the kind of powerful questions, powerful answers will come. And all right, so here it begins. Shaila ji, describe your book in one line.
Powerhouse.
Wow, one word. The power
Yes.
of brevity. Wonderful. Who is your most favorite author?
Munshi Premchand, Amrita
Mhm.
Pritam,
Wow,
then Joseph Murphy, okay,
wow.
Stephen Covey,
Mm-hmm.
then Louis Hay.
Wow,
These are some of my favorite authors. They
beautiful.
say I have read Gitanjali of Rabindranath Tagore, and
Uh-huh.
I have read Madhushala of Harivansh Rai Bachchan.
Even I am in love with Madhushala.
Yes. And that Shala and Bala and all that, na. So somehow I make it because my name is Shella. So I arrange it somewhere, while comparing any program. जब भी
Mm-hmm.
ऐसा मन संचालन करना होता है, तो वो 4 लाइनों की मदद लेके मैं ऐसे मेरे नाम के साथ भी उसको एडिट करके यूज कर चुकी हूँ मैं काफी
Wow.
बार।
Wow, would love to know those lines also अगर if you have it handy तो definitely
नहीं
rapid fire
अभी
के
तक,
बाद।
हाँ हैंडी नहीं है, बट यस आई हैव एडिटेड एंड
हाँ हाँ, okay,
I'll
cool.
share with you one to one whenever I get those, because I don't know. I have anchored so many programs, so I keep
Mhm.
those things at various places.
Okay,
So, so if I get it, I'll definitely share with you.
awesome, cool. So that makes us move to our next question, which is what are your most favorite books, or maybe two, three books?
The Power of Subconscious Mind, and I
Mm-hmm.
said Gitanjali, Madhushala, and You Can Heal Your Life, and 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and Amrita Pritam ka Kala Gulab.
Oh wow, I need to read that one.
Yes,
Brilliant choice, I must say.
thank you.
Okay, so Dr. Shaila, what was most scary while writing your book?
I don't think there was anything scary.
Okay.
Really, there was nothing scary.
Mm-hmm.
बस first step लेना था, बस
Hmm.
उतना ही जो gap था, but I didn't find anything scary.
Wow. So that makes me more happy.
Yes, I had a good friend to hold my hand, so maybe
Absolutely.
that can be the reason. But yes, nothing. I didn't feel that it is scary or
Mm-hmm.
how I will move ahead. ऐसा
Hmm.
कुछ विचार कभी आया ही नहीं मुझे। करना है, मतलब करना है, बकेट लिस्ट में से निकाल लिया, अब इसको कंप्लीट कर डालना है।
Wow. That itself is an inspiration because generally what happens, even I have gone through such phases where uh, behind the excuses there are these hidden demons uh, which come out in terms of limiting beliefs or
हम्म,
ultimately it is a fear कि, next book अच्छी होगी कि नहीं, whether I would be able to give the same performance or not, whether people will like it or not. Now, once your one book is out, then the pressure is more. So all those things play on your mind. So that's where most of the, in fact, the big wigs also may undergo such kind of self-talk where they have to win their inner battles.
हम्म,
So lovely that you did not get any because that's where the hindrance comes mostly, and that's where the writer's block and every other excuse comes into the scene. And I guess I can see it clearly that since you did not had any of that, it was a very smooth process for you, and you were very diligent. And ठीक है, gaps होते हैं, gaps होने भी चाहिए when you want a creative break. That should be a part of your writing. And you included all of that very beautifully, and it was a very beautifully embedded process which you put through कि मेरी तरफ से session था, and then you delivered very fast and chapter after chapter. So there was no waiting or there was no gap in between. That was a very beautiful coordination, and that never comes from one side of a coach. It also comes from the other side of the coachee as well. So that I'm very sure that वो डर नहीं था तो शायद वो डर होता तो कहीं ना कहीं वो excuse में आता, and then we would have
हम्म।
to work on that part.
नहीं तो बुक का टाइटल ही ऐसा था ना कि डर का स्कोप ही नहीं था। इट वाज अबाउट पावर, सो देयर वाज नो स्कोप। एंड in this book I have written about the power of choice. I
Hmm.
didn't have the choice of any fear or allowing any demons to come out.
So good that you did not had any choice. Sometimes not having a choice is a good part.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so I have already asked you what turned out to be most challenging, and I would love to know the beautiful part of it. That what part of the whole writing process excited you the most?
The starting.
Okay.
Yes, it excited me. Means the moment I took the book and pen,
Mm-hmm.
if you have read the you have definitely read the introduction, but
Mm-hmm.
those who will read the introduction, they will see that without us, means I don't remember that I had to wait for a second also.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately that story came to my mind, and I started with that story.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was really exciting, and it made me so happy कि अरे वाह शुरुआत अच्छी हुई है तब ये तो पूरा होना ही है. So that was really exciting for me.
Lovely. Uh, okay, so what was that one limiting belief, Shailaji, which you conquered during this journey? And I'm sure we all have our own set of limiting beliefs. I'd love to know about yours.
Well, frankly speaking, I don't think I had any limiting belief when I started this book.
Uh-huh.
Earlier, I had that I don't know whether I will be, means I'm good at law. I can teach law very well. So that was something where I had restricted myself earlier. Means
Hmm.
before, we can say 2022.
Hmm.
Since 2022, my new journey started. And then that was the journey where I was overcoming many beliefs.
Hmm.
So while starting this book, I don't think that there was any such belief which I had to overcome. But there was, yes, we can say exactly that was not a deep rooted belief or something, but I have overcome this that I'm good at not only informal writings, but I have a good मतलब खुद के मुंह से ये बोल लेना गुड इज लिटिल बिट ऐसे मुंह मियाँ मिट्ठू नहीं बट आई कैन राइट इन एन इनफॉर्मल वे आल्सो. तो वो थोड़ा सा जो मेरा था कि फॉर्मल तो मैं अच्छे से लिख लेती हूँ, इनफॉर्मल राइटिंग में मैं कर पाऊंगी या नहीं. तो हाँ शायद ये वाला लिमिटिंग बिलीफ आई हैव ओवरकम.
Wow. Great to know that there was something which got healed during the process of writing. And that's what I believe, that writing heals you. And that is why my strongest learning or the takeaway from every book, whichever I've written or whichever I've seen people writing, is that you don't write the book writes you. So you every time get rewritten in some way or the other. And to capture that moment or to capture that process is really important. Uh, so beautiful.
And there was
Okay.
one more thing, Hina.
Yeah,
Though it
please
is a
share.
rapid fire, but I
Mm-hmm.
would like to share one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
That here, when I have written about power,
Mm-hmm.
this book has helped me also to regain my power. It
Wow.
will be helping many more people, but it has helped me also
Mm-hmm.
because uh, in NLP we have been taught by Menor sir that reach before you preach. So of course this book has helped me regain my power. That has happened.
Yeah, and
It
I
has
still
written.
remember,
Yes.
indeed, I still remember that you once mentioned that uh, I guess your son asked you that, are you living this or not, or in real?
Yes. Yes.
And that also made you think and kind of it got leveled up to the next level, that your awareness and everything, that, okay, I have to be aware about these things also, what I'm writing.
Hmm. Yes. Because he asked me that it is just writing or have you reached that level? And
Wow.
I said that yes. Until and unless I reach that level, don't worry, I won't go for publishing.
Wow.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, Shailaji. So that might be a bit cutely personal, that who was the most happiest person to see your book apart from you?
Thank you for mentioning this because again it would have been me. Mm,
Apart from you and apart from me.
yes. Because the second name was you. um, I think my children,
Mm-hmm. Wow.
they were very happy. Means they really were very happy. Then I have seen the reactions and expressions of people around me showing that joy and feeling happy for my this achievement. So there have been many
Mm.
that way, but of course both my children were really very happy on my this achievement.
So deeply beautiful. I would say.
Yes.
Okay. And I would love to know, since you have conquered one or two limiting beliefs, what is that new empowering belief about writing which you have got inculcated?
Now I can write. Means I
Yeah.
can write fiction also. I
Uh-huh.
can write self-help motivational book also. Uh, I can write. That
Wow.
is the biggest and powerful belief that has been developed. And
Wow.
one more thing, that I can write in 2-3 months also.
Yeah.
Means I can complete the book in 2-3 months also. और ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई कंप्लीट करना है इसलिए कर दो. While writing this book, my son had asked me that suppose you have given yourself a target.
Hmm.
So it should not happen कि भाई like the college students do ना कि अब assignment submit करना है तो कर दो. तो वैसा तो नहीं हो जाएगा ना मम्मा. मतलब यू हैव टेकन फ्रॉम A to Z. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि कोई अल्फाबेट पे सही में आपको कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है एंड बस अब कुछ तो भी लिखना है इसलिए लिख दो. तो मैंने कहा नहीं ऐसा नहीं होगा, उसका मुझे विश्वास है. एंड अभी भी मैं ये बिकॉज थोड़ी सी ये अच्छी आदत है या बुरी आदत है कि काम किसी भी तरीके से कर दो, ये वाला नेचर नहीं है मेरा.
Hmm.
उसकी वजह से कभी कभी मुझे ज्यादा एफर्ट्स लेने पड़ते हैं. लेकिन मैं सोचती हूँ कि ठीक है,
It's worth
एक
it.
होता है ना, हाँ, कि यदि मेरा नाम भी उसके साथ जुड़ा हुआ है तो यदि मैं few people will be such that okay, if it is Shella has done it, so no need to see it again. So I
Wow.
have to be that way. तो वो
Hmm.
चीज का ध्यान रखना ही है.
Hmm.
बट ये अभी हो गया कि 3 महीने में आई कैन राइट, प्रोवाइडेड I made it up here that yes, I
Yeah.
want to complete it.
So wonderful to see that the validation also is coming from within, rather than, somebody saying, "Hey, you should write a book," and then you're getting motivated, which also is a good part. But there are chances that you may leave the journey in between because it was not your goal; it was somebody else's, uh, you know, pushed goal, which you just did for the sake of doing, and that's where this formality comes into the scene. And I never saw a glimpse of any such doing for the sake of doing in any of yours, in fact, submissions at all, despite the time being very short. And also despite you all being the first time authors, which I somewhere felt that can be a restriction, but thankfully, thanks to all of you, your dedication, your own self beliefs, that never became a hindrance. Okay, so now there are some this or that type of questions, and you have to tell me whether this or that. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So, what do you like more, writing or editing?
Now here that or
Huh.
has to be converted into Hindi ka or because both is equally important.
Okay. And you like both?
Yes. And I can say that editing के लिए ना ठीक है, when I'm writing something तो पहली बार में when we are in hurry, words are there in mind but maybe while writing or typing words एक दो जैसे off and कुछ omit हो जाते हैं. But while reading, um, my eyes catch those things very fast. Because in college also, like if someone has written a report or something,
Mm-hmm.
so when I go through it, immediately I can identify, okay, here this should be there. So this happens. So I enjoy both the things.
So I can totally relate with this part because मेरा भी वो I would say antenna खड़ा हो जाता है when I'm reading, even if it is a normal book, I read it from the lens of a writer and then I start finding, okay, this is there and what I can learn. Okay, this could have been better. So
Yes.
that editing antenna suddenly, goes up.
It happens with me.
Great, cool. Okay, choose next. What do you like more, editing or marketing?
Again,
That's a tricky
that
question.
or is Hindi
Oh,
ka or.
wow.
Yes.
For me, I would have chosen one. Marketing is really still, I'm getting into that part where, the times have changed due to the digitalization. You have to be an authorpreneur and not just an author. So, getting your hands on marketing and all that part. So that kind of seems like मेरा काम नहीं है, but अभी वो भी मेरा ही काम है.
हाँ, अभी जैसे when we are talking,
Hmm.
I can say that this belief of mine has also been broken through this book writing process. Earlier, I couldn't say that I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
मुझे बताना होता है ना कि ये मैं कर रही हूँ,
Hmm.
तो वो मैं प्रेजेंट नहीं कर पाती थी. बट दिस बुक राइटिंग हैज मेड मी के यस आई कैन. मैं मेरे तरीके से करती हूँ, हो सकता है किसी प्रोफेशनल की हेल्प ली जाए तो बहुत अच्छे तरीके से होगा, नो
Hmm.
डाउट अबाउट इट.
Hmm.
But now I have learned this. So this book writing has helped me break that belief also that marketing is not my cup of tea. ठीक है,
Wow.
थोड़ा अलग तरीका होगा मेरा, लेकिन आई एम enjoying that also.
Wow. And I can see like not even a month, I guess, and 70, 80 copies already sold, right?
Yes.
Wow, marvelous. So whatever type, there is no right or wrong in the marketing. Whatever works is marketing, just like NLP.
Marketing. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Shaila ji. So writing a blog or writing a story, what do you enjoy more?
At present, I have written a book on self-help, but
Mm-hmm.
first I will be writing a story. And of course, blog is in my bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that or is converted into Hindi ka or.
Wow. Wow, there is a lot to learn from you about the behavioral flexibility. I would have chosen 111 out of those. Okay, next, story or novel?
Abhi to story.
Okay.
Hmm.
And novel or non-fiction?
Both.
Okay.
Aage, matlab both.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is non-fiction. A to Z of power is non-fiction.
Yeah.
And I will come up with non-fictions also.
Hmm.
But immediately in the pipeline is one more book, and that is a story.
Hmm. Yeah,
Story
I
of
know which we are working on.
yes.
Cool. Great. So I guess the next question also is answered, but still, second book or no books?
So many books.
Yeah, so option C.
Yes, option C.
Okay. Thriller or romantic fiction? What would you prefer to write?
Romantic fiction.
Lovely.
थ्रिलर के जैसा दिमाग नहीं चलता है मेरा. आगे आई डोंट नो, बट आज
Uh-huh.
की स्टेट में आई कैन से दैट एट प्रेजेंट इट इज fiction, non-fiction, and romantic or something like that, but no thriller.
Uh-huh. Okay. So reading or writing? What do you like more?
Both.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
Journaling or story? What do you prefer to write?
अभी तो story.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have journals I
Hmm.
maintain, but I'm not very consistent in maintaining the journals.
Okay. All
And
right.
then when something is going, so first preference I will be giving to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Shailaji. So next is, what do you prefer? Want to learn more about writing, or now you want to do it by yourself?
Of course, I believe in lifelong learning. There is
Yeah,
no
me.
stage where you can say कि you are perfect, अब तुमको कुछ सीखने की जरूरत नहीं.
Hmm.
I believe in that, and I keep on learning. मुझे कहीं भी कुछ भी ऐसा लगता है तो I join that course, and there are few things where I admit that I don't know this.
Hmm.
तो वो भी मुझे बोलने में हिचक नहीं होती है कि हाँ ये मुझे नहीं आता है, मुझे सीखना है. तो I will keep on learning many new things in writing.
And I can see more places to go for you, because learning is something, it's a passport to everything.
Yes.
Okay, so last three questions remaining.
Okay.
Choose whether you want to write mythology or a crime fiction.
No, crime
None of
fiction
that.
नहीं.
Okay, mythology.
Mythology में भी I'm not very sure whether I will. अभी I have not thought about it. तो अभी ये दोनों options नहीं. Crime
Okay.
fiction तो नहीं.
Mm-hmm.
But mythology में maybe आगे कुछ इतना मुझे लगे कि I have acquired that much knowledge where I can write something. So then definitely I won't close that door. But at present, I don't think that I have reached that level where I can write on mythology.
Okay. Interesting. And I love the clarity. Okay. So Shaila ji, what do you want to write? Autobiography or self-help book?
अभी self-help. Autobiography के लिए the time is yet to come.
Okay. All right. Great. Who knows, somebody else will write a biography on you, if not autobiography.
Then really it will be, if someone means whenever someone will be really inspired, and
That we all are,
that
at least I am.
thank you so much.
Somewhere you are going to be one of the characters for sure in my stories.
Oh, I will love that.
Okay. And the last, funniest, and most important question is choose writer nama or, and there is no other second option.
It is writer nama. यदि सेकंड ऑप्शन रहता तो भी शायद यहाँ पे मैं इंग्लिश का ही और रहने देती, हिंदी के और पे नहीं जाती.
Wonderful, beautiful, great. So this was Dr. Shaila Nibjia, a law professor. And I would love to know, Dr. Shaila, where all people can follow you and read wonderful articles and book excerpts and your information about your upcoming books. Please mention your social media handles. Where are you available?
On my YouTube channel, Professor Nibjia, there I will be teaching law. There I have restricted myself. Yeah, I'll be teaching my subjects, law or auditing and income tax and all that. There is one more channel, Charcha se Chintan tak ka safar. So there definitely there will be some stories, some information about the book. Then I'm on Instagram. There also I have two handles. One is Professor Nibjia and one is Shaila Nibjia itself. So there on both these channels, both these handles, you may get some information about my upcoming book or something about this book or some other related topics.
Wow, wonderful. So what would be your message to the audience today for writing and to live life in better and more powerful ways?
Break that belief that you are limited. We all are limitless. And self-pity is something which I don't like. So I will request everyone कि खुद पे दया खाना बंद कर दो. हम बहुत पावरफुल हैं. सिर्फ हमें अपनी क्षमताओं का पता नहीं है, अपनी कैपेबिलिटीज का पता नहीं है. So we just need to break those shackles and come out and shine like the sun. And we all have that power. So break those limiting beliefs that I can't do this or any other belief that you have. Because those who have been with me since 2022 till the end of 2023, definitely they can see that I have changed a lot. My family members also observe that change. And so I think that if I can do it, everybody can do it. So come out of those limiting beliefs. And for coming out of these limiting beliefs, this will be.
Please read A to Z of Power.
Yes. So just go through it and you will find simple tips which you can implement in your day-to-day life. So this is what I tell everyone, even my students and my family members, I tell this everyone that self-pity is the biggest crime. It is really the biggest crime. And if you keep on pitying yourself, you won't try to come out of that. It becomes your comfort zone. So come out of that. Then sky is also not the limit.
Not the
You
limit.
can go, yes, you can go beyond that also.
Wow, that was very powerful indeed. And you guys can check out her book A to Z Power on Amazon and also on the Notion Press website. And yes, I would say just go and pick it up. Rest all will follow. Every kind of power and the self-empowerment ways, they will be just not, I would not say at your fingertips, but inside the pages. Thank you so much, Dr. Shaila, for being here, sparing time and being so candid about these questions and empowering us. And once again, reminding me of the whole journey, whole beautiful journey which I've shared with you in your writing process.
Thank you, Hina. Means this has been my first interview. So I'm also feeling very
Many more
nice
to
about
come.
it. Like many more books to come. Yes.
And
Okay.
interviews as well.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My
And
pleasure.
you have been really a good friend, not only a coach, but you have been a good friend in this journey. And I think we have become still more, we have come more closer. And this journey of our NLP and TTT has always means it will be a lifelong bond which we will carry in our heart always. And thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I would always be falling short of words despite being an author whenever it comes to getting connected with all the people who I have grown with and who I have helped growing or who have helped me growing. It's always beyond expression. Thank you so much to everyone joining here. And we will come again, author to author series. There will be 12 episodes with 12 wonderful authors who have recently published their book and have left their legacies and have just started leaving their legacies behind. Thank you so much. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.